Hello and welcome everybody to our project poster presentation. I am Shubham Gaddi and I'll be walking you through all the work done under the scope and jurisdiction of our project. All the work here was done in collaboration with the Indiana Supreme Court and the Office of Court Services and revolves around the common challenges that the judiciary is facing when it comes to AI awareness, AI incorporation, and identification of AI generated content. Without any delays, let me start off by establishing the business problem that we were faced with. AI has been the talk of the town, especially for the last few years. And just like any other industry or any other organization, the judiciary has also been trying to get this incorporated into their day-to-day processes. But there are a couple of challenges that have been slowing their progress down. And the three main challenges that we focused on for our project were first, the fear and stigma that surrounds AI among the judges of the system. This mainly arises from a lack of awareness and sort of pivots into a second problem. The lack of awareness leads to them being very clueless about how AI can be incorporated into everyday judicial processes. But most importantly, the court wanted to spend time in identifying a way of flagging AI generated or AI altered content. We started off by defining some success metrics, which are listed on the bottom half of our leftmost section, and then went on to define quantifiable metrics into our analytical problems so that we knew exactly what it is that we were trying to measure. In terms of fear and stigma, we wanted to quantify what gaps exist in the current understanding of AI among the judges so that we could structure an awareness packet for them that could answer these questions and sort of bring them up to speed. And when it came to the incorporation of AI into everyday processes, we wanted to perform some process mining and understand what it is that a judge's day-to-day looks like before we made any changes. We gained access to all the tools that judges use on a daily basis so that we could get a lot of clarity and transparency about what it is that they do. So that any tools that we suggest, any proof of concepts or pilot programs that we establish for them would be useful in the long run, not just when it was novel and new. As far as identification of AI generated and altered content went, we did a good market analysis and study of the tools that exist currently and provide these services. We made sure that any sort of suggestions that we made were probabilistic in nature and not deterministic, so that the court always had reasonable doubt and was not making verdicts that were not completely accurate at any point of time. The content that we catered to were text, images, video, and audio. The data that we had to start off with was essentially a set of survey responses from 100 plus judges in the Indiana judiciary. This included their opinions about the current state of AI, what they think about AI incorporation into the judiciary, what they were currently afraid of, where their lack of understanding stems from, and what would be the best appreciated resource in terms of bridging these gaps. We also performed some qualitative interviews with the judges and did some research of our own to supplement these interviews. Our methodology or our plan of attack was simple. We used the survey responses and built an NLP pipeline around it. This pipeline essentially helped us identify the gaps when it came to the awareness levels among judges surrounding AI. Based on the results of this NLP pipeline, we knew exactly what it is that the judges wanted to learn more about, and we had a good starting point about an awareness packet. When it comes to our second deliverable, which is the incorporation of AI into everyday workflows, we did a little bit of process mining through getting access to the judges' tooling. And we also did some thematic analysis of our interview transcripts in order to understand if there are any repetitive or common themes of concerns that the judges voiced to us. And lastly, but not least at all, we also went ahead with AI content detection and evaluated about 5 tools that help us identify AI generated videos, images, and audios. The only model building process that was involved in our entire project was around the NLP pipeline, and we leveraged the state-of-the-art capabilities of Azure Language AI in order to do that, which essentially helped us a lot with sentiment analysis and key phrase extraction, which were then used to figure out the main areas of gap among the judges' understandings. Our first deliverable to the system of codes was an awareness packet, which was integrated with their LMS tool Moodle. This is now being managed by the Indiana Office of Code Services and will be rolled out to judges eventually. Along with this, we also gave our suggestions about what processes can incorporate AI into them so that they're more efficient and productive, and also a set of guidelines for identification of AI content